Good morning, it's time for the third breakfast briefing from Baku for the 2012 Eurovision Song Contest. I'm Keith Mills, the webmaster of All Kinds of Everything, the Irish Eurovision website, and today we're going to look back at yesterday, the first day of rehearsals, and look forward to today for the second half of the first semi-final. First of all, a little bit about the logistics of it here in Baku, and to say that it's a work in progress is probably an underestimation. The shuttle buses are beginning to work, but they're a little haphazard. Even if you do get some of the shuttle buses, you still have to walk about a mile down steps, through barriers and along by the venue to actually get into the press working area. And it can be a rather fretful start to the day. The security here is very, very heavy. They were even asking me to take out my little Marks and Spencer's treats this morning, and they had to do a security scan through those. Not impressed. And we need them today because the hot food, still isn't available. Well, it wasn't yesterday. There were little treats like little jellies and sweets and bits of fruit, but that was all that there was for us yesterday. So I'm told that today things are going to be correct and there will be some hot food and hopefully some coffee for us today, because we didn't have that either. Other logistical issues, the screens in the press working area are not showing the feed from the arena. So if you want to see how a song is being performed, you've got to traipse into the arena, which is a good 10-minute walk. And then, of course, you don't get to see what it looks like on screen, so you're toing and froing constantly, and it's a great way of losing weight, I have to say, particularly in the Baku sunshine. So, to yesterday, and a very interesting day, 9 songs in rehearsal. Best ones for me, Albania I thought was superb. It's not an easy song, it's not an easily accessible song certainly, but she performed it brilliantly, and some lovely close-up camera work on it, and that really is coming into contention. Also doing very well yesterday, Romania, lots of energy, proving that she could sing the song very easily. Great sense of fun, great video screens on that, and Romania sailing into the final. And also Iceland, I was a little dubious as to whether it was a certain qualifier, getting a number 2 draw and being a ballad, but after yesterday's performance, no question, Iceland is sailing into the final as well. The ones I am less impressed with, well, Montenegro was just very, very odd. I'm not sure who's going to vote for it. A giant wooden donkey on stage, a rather strange stage performance, very, very different. It didn't work for me. And also very disappointing for me yesterday was Greece. I thought that this Greek song really had something, and it was better than this kind of genre song that we'd seen before. But yesterday's performance was very poor vocally, I thought. Sound problems, I think, maybe more than actual vocal problems. And the choreography is just a little, we've seen it all before, and a little too simple in my opinion. It's not wow choreography that a lot of the Greek entries typically have. The others, well, Belgium came up in my estimation. I think it could now qualify, even though it's a very, very plain, simple ballad, but that might actually work. Finland, on the other hand, went downhill. The song was performed okay, but the staging of it and the lighting of it was absolutely dreadful, but that can be worked out, so who knows. Also going to mention Latvia. I don't particularly like the Latvian song, but she performed it very, very well. Has a little bit of a charm. Not sure how it's going to play to international audiences. And is that it? So we have looked through them. Yeah, I think that's more or less. I think I've mentioned everybody at this stage. Okay, so to today. And today, Monday, the second 9 songs in the second semi-final. And we're going to start with Israel, which I love. Can't wait to see the stage performance of this. It's kind of a psychedelic early 70s song. Hopefully they'll replicate that in the staging, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. After that, we're seeing San Marino and Cyprus. Neither of them would be my particular favourites, but I'm interested in see how they turn out, and particularly how they are vocally, because we haven't seen too many live performances of those 2 songs. Then we're on to Denmark and then Russia. 2 very interesting songs, both of which I think are very likely to qualify, but they are back to back with one another, and it's very, very hard to decide if that's a damaging thing for them or if it's actually good, because they are a nice contrast to one another. And then we move on to Hungary, rock song. Switzerland was very, very good yesterday. That's what I didn't mention earlier. Switzerland was very, very good yesterday and may overshadow Hungary slightly. And then it's Austria, Moldova and Ireland. Absolute trio of nutcase songs that I think all of them could qualify. certainly 2 of the 3 should qualify, and I'm looking forward to those 3. Obviously, the Irish song is going to be a particular highlight for Irish people, and I'll be reporting heavily on that. The one thing that I will say also is that the Irish press conference will be the last press conference of the evening. We'll be staying around, we will be recording that fully and putting that on the website as soon as the rehearsal, as soon as the press conference is over. So a long day to go. Hopefully today things will start on time. Yesterday we were 2 hours late throughout the day, so hopefully we'll be on time. The Euro Club, by the way, opened last night. I'm sure Elaine and Andrew, who were at the Euro Club, will be telling you about that on the blog. I didn't take it down there last night. My foot was killing me after all the walking around yesterday, but hopefully I get down to see it today. So that's the third breakfast briefing even, and we will be reporting on the blog, on the photo stream, and on the YouTube channel all through the day. So stay with All Kinds of Everything for your coverage of the 2012 Eurovision Song Contest in Baku.